We do have a follow-up video about diets, and Anél is an expert in DNA testing, and we also want you as patients to learn about a little bit more about this. So Anél, go ahead and tell us what is DNA testing and how it's working with diets, and that patients can learn about this.
All right. Well, firstly, to kick off, what was interesting many years ago when we looked at nutritional research, there was always this assumption that everyone had the same nutritional requirements apart from gender and age. So there was almost this one-size-fits-all approach when we managed patients. So we as dietitians would have made use of nutritional guidelines and food pyramids and things when we advised people. But after a while, we as health professionals realized this is not working. We're not getting the results we want, especially when it came to weight loss and disease treatment and disease prevention. So then a few years ago, we started moving or looking at what we call DNA testing. So what it basically just entails is we are moving away from this sort of population-based approach to more a individualized, personalized approach, which we actually refer to as personalized nutrition or precision nutrition. And what DNA testing or genetic info provides us with is your specific genetic information. And putting that into the equation, we are able to provide you with more personalized or individualized advice. So what the DNA testing entails is it's almost like a little oversized earbud that you swipe in your mouth, and we use the little cells on the inside of your cheek. That is then sent to the laboratory for analysis, and then the results are available within 2 to 3 weeks. And then me as a health professional have a lovely report on your genetics, and that then guides me or allows me to work out a personalized plan for you in terms of what would be the best dietary approach, what would be the better exercise for you to do. Some people do better at endurance type exercises, other people are better at power training. It also gives us guidance in terms of which supplements would be effective in your specific situation by looking at your genetics. And the type of information that we get from these DNA tests in particular, for example, is how your body metabolizes carbohydrates and fats. It gives us information in terms of fat storage, the usage of fats, the metabolism of carbohydrates. It also provides us information on eating behavior. So what's interesting with eating behavior is that some people are just genetically inclined to binge eating behavior, as where other people are genetically inclined to have a sweet tooth. Some other people do have what we call the snacking gene, so they like to snack. And when people do realize that these underlying issues are genetic, we can again implement a plan and work around these problem areas. So it really provides us with wonderful information, specifically on how a person's body work, but also where the weaknesses are within their genetic makeup, and implement various plans, and at the same time achieve weight loss, but also prevent disease in the long run.
Is this testing quite expensive or not so expensive? Can you give us?
Yes, gene testing, we're looking at about 4,400 Rand for the gene test itself. And then obviously the interpretation thereof would involve another consultation fee with your health practitioner or your dietitian.
And how long do you stay with you after that? For 6 months or depends?
It is really very individual. Some people just come for the DNA test and the interpretation thereof. But I do find, obviously, with many things in life, the more regular we do follow up and implementation, the better the results. So my recommendation would definitely be looking at about 3 to 6 months to get better results.
Will you please tell our patients where we can get hold of you? We're going to put it on our Facebook as well, but you've been based in Paarl, so just give our patients a little bit of feedback.
Yes, you can have a look at my Facebook page, Paarl Dietitians, as well as on Instagram. And then on my website, www.paarldts.com. wijnland.co.za. My contact details are also on there, and a lovely explanation on the DNA testing and what exactly it entails and the type of information that you can gain from such a test.
Now, thank you to be part of the Wijnland family today. It was nice to talk to you.
Thank you very much. It was lovely being here.